What's going on, everybody? It's your man, Mr. Vincent M. Nash, back once again. And you know what I like to do. I like to talk about entrepreneurship. I love to talk about real estate. I love to motivate people. Hopefully these videos are motivating. And I had this plan. I wanted to do this video. I was doing a refinance on my home. I was going to give you the difference between Rocket Mortgage, a local credit union, or a local bank, and who I eventually went with and what the differences were. But instead, I'm just going to talk a little bit about disappointment and perseverance. You know, a lot of my videos, I tell about certain success stories, but I created this community really to share feelings, to share successes, to share disappointments, to really take my experiences and hopefully share them with others that are trying to go through the same things so they can learn from it. And I've been disappointed. I was denied 3 times for a refinance, and let me tell you why. So anybody that's followed my videos or followed my story know that I started out in non-emergency medical transportation, and I did very, very well, and I started to invest into real estate. So in 2019, the pandemic hit, and the pandemic was a once-in-a-lifetime situation, but it depleted non-emergency medical transportation service, okay? So it took out group homes, it took out day centers, medical appointments were shut down. I was going hard, I was going fast. I never had time to stop and even think. I just know it was coming. There was a lot going on. It was very stressful. But the pandemic came and basically sliced that in half. Some of my biggest contracts, group homes, went out of business. Sold, packed up, shipped out. The nature of a non-emergency medical transportation, 80 to 90% of your business comes through insurance, which is managed by brokers who have client managers, and they assign you to who they want their clients to work with. So it's not like once the pandemic was over, your clientele just comes back. No, your clientele might be gone forever. And that's kind of what happened. But what it did was, for me, it gave me a breath of fresh air. I got a chance to stop and look. My wife and I realized that our margins were pretty much the same with the home healthcare business. And with the growth of the real estate, transportation was just too labor intensive, and it had been shut down by the pandemic. So it was a great time for me to transition from non-emergency medical transportation to take over on my home healthcare business. I have a home healthcare business, and really grow that, which would also allow me to concentrate and grow my real estate business. And that's what I did. That changed my debt to income ratio. At the time, I didn't put that all together, because for me, this was a good thing. This was a transition. I'm growing my national home healthcare business. I got real estate booming. Everything is working out well. However, when I went to refi my house, boom, 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 denial. And it was all because my Nash transportation income, they didn't want to use to calculate my debt to income ratio because there was such a decline. And I'm highly disappointed, because not so much in them, because what they are doing is they're using formulas, calculations, and they have a systematic approach on how they look at a potential loan. For me, for the common man, when you look at it from a 50,000 foot level, you're simply exchanging one lender for another. And I've never missed a payment. Credit is good. The equity and the value in my home grew, which is why I was able to tap into the equity. and you would think that it would be a little bit more advantageous, especially to keep a client who's always been on time, but they use formulas, and that's really what I want to convey. I have a couple videos where I talk about credit, where I talk about underwriting, and it brings me to this. There's going to be disappointment. There's going to be disappointment. It's not going to always be successes, and I don't want to always convey that it's always successful, because it's not. There are times where you win some and you lose some. I know investors who have gained a lot and lost a lot, and then came back to gain it again. And that's where the perseverance, I think, comes in. It's definitely disappointing to be denied after all the hard work that you put in, the focus, the strategy. But you just have to persevere, and you have to think out of the box, and we have to get creative. And when I was in sales, I would always say this: every no gets you closer to a yes. Every no you get gets you closer to a yes. Sales is a numbers game. So if the first 7 people say no, it's a good chance that the 8th, the 9th, or the 10th might say yes. And I'm not saying I'm going to go out and try to get 10 different loans. No, I'm going to recalibrate. What I do often in times of disappointment is I retreat to my family, to my loved ones, remind myself why I'm doing it, remind myself that God has my back. I don't want to get too stressed out. I don't want it to affect my health. But I want to be smart. I want to use all avenues that are there for me. And that's what you have to do as well. You just have to persevere. When times are getting tough, when things don't seem like there's a way out, you have to trust in the higher power that got you there, whatever that might be. Know that you are loved by someone, and let them know that you love them. Think out of the box and come back stronger. When you get into a fight, my trainer always tells me you got to be prepared. And when you get in those trenches, you got to make your way out. And that's how I'm feeling. I just got to make my way out. I have a saying: the key to being in business is staying in business. So here I am, waking up again, on my way to the office. I still got my properties. I still got my business. I still got my family. I'm A-okay. I just had some setbacks recently. Some denials. Some disappointment. But I will persevere. I will persevere. And whether you are working within your entrepreneurial venture, whether you are trying to get into real estate, whether you're just trying to be the best dad, best father, there will be disappointment. But those are not losses. Those are not losses. Those are simply lessons for the next time. So I'm going to give you guys another update on how this all turns out. But yeah, it's been a disappointing few days. But I'm going to figure it out. If I don't figure it out, I always got my family. God bless. Have a great day. I'm out.